America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from our last commissioners meeting.
Motion. Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the minutes have been approved. Opportunity for the public to address the board on agenda items only. Okay, seeing that there is no one, we will move into the resolutions. Resolution 24-0316.
This is approving the current payables. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County does hereby approve the following payables. The Lackawanna County's General Fund numbers 379722-380371 inclusive, totaling $3,344,135.81. The county's electronic fund transfers, including all payroll accounts, totaling $8,761,313.20. Adopted regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on December 18th, 2024. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution 24-0303.
This is awarding the comprehensive inmate health care services. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby award the comprehensive inmate health care services and enters into an agreement for prison medical services with Armor Health, LLC, after receiving the recommendation of the Prison Board. The term shall be 3 years from January 15th, 2025 through January 14th, 2028. Adopted a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on December 18th, 2024. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is Armor's Director of Business Development, Mr. Rex Caldwell.
Thank you. Rex, you'd like to come up to the podium and...
Yeah, you're going to ask any questions, or?
Yeah, you could maybe just go through some of the highlights from your presentation this morning at the prison board meeting and some of the highlights from the contract
Great.
proposal.
No, excited to be here. Happy to have this opportunity to provide better technology, better solutions, and obviously better outcomes for everybody involved. We're a physician-owned company and very familiar with Lackawanna County Prison. I was with WellPath prior to joining Armor a couple of years ago, and we're just excited and happy to be a part of this and be a partner with Lackawanna County and with the prison, and just happy to be here and ready to get moving. So I know the start date is the January 15th. And I'll be back for a few days, obviously, on the startup. And if you have any questions at all, I'll be happy to answer.
Can you talk about how many full-time employees you'll have on staff, and then also discuss the strategies that you talked about at the prison board meeting this morning for recruitment and retention of those individuals?
Yes, definitely. Our base medical staff will be 25 full-time employees. And then for the MAT program, which is medication-assisted treatment, will be 2.7 for a total of 27.7 full-time equivalent. So we're really excited about that. We're excited that Lackawanna is continuing the involvement and making the MAT program more of a robust program, which we are very, very in favor of and in support of. We are very mental health and behavioral health driven as a company ourselves, and look forward to working with our community partners as well. As far as we're bringing a lot of new technology to the table that's going to make things better, really improving things going forward, giving the opportunity to have, again, automatic scheduling and automatic prescriptions being filled. Again, I mentioned earlier, like EpiPen, like if someone comes in and they know that they have allergies and it could be an issue, when they check that box, the EpiPen is automatically ordered with that patient's name on it. The other thing that sets us apart besides the technology and the guardrails we build in is the way that we recruit and the way that we retain staff. We know how important staffing is for everybody. And we go out of the way to do what we call a white glove experience, where we reach out to all the employees, make sure that they're comfortable. We make sure that if they need support, if they need training, anything that they need to make them better at their job and make them more comfortable is something that we do. We also offer student loan reimbursement, and we've been really fortunate with that. We've had a 98% retention rate once someone signs up for that program. The program is it's around $175 to $250 a month that we work with Fidelity to pay off the student loans, and that's up to about a $20,000 maximum. So it's a lot of money that we're putting out, but we know that in the long run retains staff, and it makes our employees happy and keeps things going in the right direction. So we're excited about this opportunity. Again, just to provide a higher level of technology, a higher level of just care, and being able to make that assessment on the first day and getting that patient on the right program and making sure that we're addressing their needs, whether it's 30 days, 15 days, or 3 days. So we're looking forward to being your partner.
One of the major issues that the warden had identified in the past was the fact that under the current agreement with the prison healthcare provider, an inmate would have a very minor injury, for example, and they would be taking them up to the emergency room, and then they'd be there for hours, and that puts a strain on our staff and adds a huge burden to the overtime cost. So in your proposal, there was a specific part in there about how your company focuses on doing a lot of that in-house. So can you speak to that?
Exactly. That's something that we require our medical providers to, for instance, to do sutures. And then if it's not an absolute emergency, we always are looking for that second opinion from a regional medical provider or director before they send them out for something that may not be necessarily warranted. So we're very proud of the fact that on the slide I showed earlier, we were at 67% admission rate, meaning that 6 or 7 out of 10 people that go to the hospital are actually admitted to the hospital, which is really good. And actually, I think that number is actually has come up to 72 to 75%. We have morning huddles every morning, just like they would have in a hospital, to go through and look at every single thing. We look at what pharmaceuticals are working, what's working best, why did this person go out to the hospital, and again, we have morning huddles to make sure that we address every single day and make sure that we're not missing anything. So,
Okay, thank you. Any other questions for Mr. Caldwell?
No, I'll just comment too. Earlier at the prison meeting, you had a more in-depth PowerPoint, so it was very informative. But also, which is important to me, you did address most of my concerns that we have with our current provider, which one you just spoke of with ER visits. You also came highly recommended from Erie County Correctional Facility, so which you're there now. So, I have high hopes that we're going to have a lot of improvements moving forward. So, thanks for coming.
Definitely, I'm very confident we will. And like I said, we have done a great job. We've been in Erie County 1 full year as of the 15th of December, and I had a wonderful, perfect state audit back in the end of July. And just very proud of what we're doing, and we're taking on one county at a time, and we're not trying to, do too much at any given time. We're doing one county at a time and making sure that we can put the absolute focus on every single county that we bring on board.
And really quick as well, just to kind of piggyback on what Chris was saying, Warden, you had a conversation with Mike Holman, right, the Warden of Erie County, and he gave Armor good grades all across the board. Right, correct. So that's very comforting in knowing things are going well there.
Great, thank you. Well, like I said, we're proud and honored to have this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I will entertain a motion to approve this resolution.
Motion.
Second.
On the question? On the question, I just want to make a brief comment that quality health care in our county prison is essential to ensuring the dignity, the health, and the safety of incarcerated individuals while also protecting public health. By providing timely and appropriate care, we reduce the risk of costly complications, we prevent the spread of infectious diseases within the prison, and we support rehabilitation efforts. At the same time, implementing cost-effective measures such as preventative care and efficient resource management, which Mr. Caldwell spoke about at the prison board meeting and today at the commissioners meeting, it allows us to deliver high standards of care responsibly while balancing fiscal responsibility with humanity and justice. The committee that we put together to review all of the proposals and to make the recommendation did a very good job in their analysis, and I know that it was a painstaking analysis over the last few months. Armor's proposal was not only the lowest in terms of cost, but they were very impressive in terms of their understanding of the needs of our prison population. I also think, as we just said before, that we'll see a savings in overtime costs because of their focus on treating individuals on site rather than transporting them to the ER, which of course strains manpower. So thank you. Anyone else on the question? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution 24-0304.
Mr. Chairman, this is approving an agreement with Essential Management Solutions. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby approve the contract extension for an additional 2 years with Essential Management Solutions for the Department of Emergency Services to commence January 1st, 2025 through December 30th, 2026. Adopted regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on December 18th, 2024. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is our 911 Director, Mr. Al Carney.
Good morning. This 2-year extension is, there's no cost increase, so they're maintaining their cost, monthly cost. Essentials Management does a phenomenal job for not only us, but other 911 centers they represent in our area. They do some fund management. They apply for our grants. They help us come up with some shared projects, which we receive money for. All this stuff is, if we didn't receive this money from PEMA, we would have to be paying out of the county coffers. So the cost that they charge us is eligible through the 83% money. And so it's really no cost to the county because we receive all that money from the state.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for Director Carney? All right, thank you. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution 24-0305.
So entering into an equipment maintenance agreement. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby enter into an equipment maintenance agreement with 2A Mobile Communications Incorporated on behalf of Emergency Services. It's a 1-year term to begin January 1st, 2025. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on December 18th, 2024. Mr. Chairman, once again, here is Director Carney.
This contract is for the maintenance of both our phone equipment and the EZNet, which is the system we use to connect with Monroe County where the phone system is located. They handle the phone system for the whole Northeast core. So it's shared by like 7 or 8 counties. They handle the whole system 24/7, 365. They see something happen in the system, they're responding, and the whole cost is being covered through the 15% project money through the state, so there is 0 cost to the county. And we'll be accepting the money for this in the next reading here.
Okay, thank you. Any questions on this for Director Carney? I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution 24-0306.
This is approving the PEMA grant agreement. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby approve and enter into an agreement with the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency for the 911 statewide interconnectivity funding grant in the amount of $214,544.96, adopted at the regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners, Lackawanna County, held on December 18th, 2024. Mr. Chairman, once again, here is Director Carney.
This is a grant, no cost to the county, no match. We received $214,544.96 to cover the maintenance of the phone system, the EZNet, our shared recorder that we received last year, some ongoing GIS migration to next generation 911 addressing, and some money we'll receive from the phone companies. We apply for this money every third quarter of the year, and in the fourth quarter, we find out what we get, and then we accept the money in December here at the meeting.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions for Director Carney? I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution 24-0307.
This is entering into an agility agreement with PennDOT. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby entering a 5-year agility agreement with the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation as attached here to adopted regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on December 18th, 2024. Finally, once again, here is Mr. Carney.
Again, this agility agreement is something that PennDOT requires. They use our facility. They asked about using our facility quite a few years back, our training space for some trainings while they were having some problems at their building. And in return, they were doing some work for the county. 911 really didn't always receive a lot. What they usually did was do some line painting for the county roads and bridges. So that would save them cost of doing that. So usually 1 year they do half the lines, the next year the other half the line. So, and then they've done some projects for 911 now since. But so it's always a shared agreement that every 5 years we have to do, and it benefits both PennDOT and the county.
Great. Any questions for Director Carney? Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution 24-0308.
This is entering into an agreement with Otis Elevator. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby enter into a 5-year agreement with Otis Elevator for 135 Jefferson Avenue in Scranton at a cost of $250 per month. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on December 18th, 2024. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is our Director of Maintenance and Grounds, Mr. Mark Dewar.
Yes, this is a maintenance agreement for our Gateway building over there on Jefferson Avenue. It's a preventive maintenance area. We have one elevator over there. It runs good. We just want to keep up on it. It's, $3,000 a year for the next 5 years. It was allocated in my budget. I have everything covered for the cost. And Otis is a good, company to deal with, plus it's an Otis elevator, so everything jives together.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Dewar? All right. Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution 24-0312.
This is adopting the Department of Parks and Recreation rules. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby adopt the updated Department of Parks and Recreation rules and regulations governing all parks owned, operated, and maintained by Lackawanna County, as attached hereto, to go into effect January 2nd, 2025. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on December 18th, 2024. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is our Director of Parks and Recreation, Mr. Paul Bechtel. And any other questions about it, you can go with the solicitor, Mr. Don French.
Thank you.
Okay, I will, so the Parks and Recreation rules were last updated in 2010. So I just have a couple highlights of some of the revisions that we are looking to make with this time around. So this review and revision process is a joint effort between Parks and Recreation and the legal department. We added some information in the updated one about service animals, which was not in there previously. We also clarified that vendors must hold, especially at McDade Park, any required permits through the city of Scranton and the borough of Taylor, as well as provide copy of liability insurance to the county before having a food truck at the facility. We added information about a special event application form, which we added in here to get a better handle and understanding of the types of events, whether it's sporting, benefits, parties, et cetera, that will allow us to better understand how people are using the facilities and the pavilions specifically. And that's going to be online, so the public can download that and bring it to the office. We also are adding a park ambassador program, which we've just publicized, and we already have about 5 or 6 people that have contacted our department to be involved. And the gist of the park ambassador program is to try to get 3 to 5 volunteers through the community to represent each of our 4 county parks and try to meet with me on a regular basis to identify any needs or challenges that we have in the parks, as well as the improvements that we can make. So we're accepting applications and just emails right now for that project. We also included a location agreement form within the Parks and Rules packet. That's going to be for certain events, like we have a lot of requests for filming, especially at the coal mine tour, whether it's related to the office or just coal mining in general. We also have the University of Scranton trying to do research at the park and other fundraisers that we want to have some liability coverage and hold harmless agreements, which we worked with legal on. And we also added more language in the rules and underneath the section for enforcement and penalties, just to provide the Sheriff's Department better opportunities to patrol and enforce the park rules. So that's just a couple of the highlights that we added into the new updated Parks and Rules regulations.
Okay, great. Any questions for Mr. Bechtel?
No, I think it's great, and especially the, park ambassador program, great way to kind of get feedback all from those individuals visiting our park. So fantastic, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
And Commissioners, just to highlight also, one of the issues we did was increase the penalties. We actually put a penalty provision in there because under the 2011 ordinance, the old one, it was very vague. But we did run that by the DA's office, and they're good with it to go. So we're good to go.
Great. Thank you very much. All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
On the question? On the question, I just again want to thank Director Bechtel and Solicitor Frederickson for all their work on this. We are really excited about the Park Ambassador Program. I think it's going to be great for the county. Will provide us with an extra set of eyes and ears reporting safety concerns or issues in the park. And as Paul Bechtel said, I think it's going to encourage our residents to take an even more active role in preserving and improving our county parks, and it's going to really foster a sense of ownership and pride. So we're really excited about that program. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution 24-0313.
It's approving the District Attorney's Housing Authority Addendum. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County has hereby approved the addendum between the Scranton Housing Authority and the District Attorney's Office for the services of an Assistant District Attorney. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on December 18, 2024. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is the District Attorney's Administrative Officer, Mr. Brian Finnerty.
Good morning, Commissioners. The DA's office asks that you approve an addendum to the grant between the Scranton Housing Authority and the Lackawanna County District Attorney's Office covering 2025, and that will be a full-time assignment of an Assistant District Attorney to the Scranton Housing Authority.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Finnerty? Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
On the question? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution 24-0314.
This is entering into an lease agreement. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby retroactively approve a lease agreement on behalf of the District Attorney's Office to be used as an impound facility to commence February 1st, 2024, and expire January 31st, 2027. And the District Attorney is hereby authorized to execute the lease agreement. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on December 18th, 2024. Mr. Chairman, once again, here's Mr. Finnerty.
Thank you.
Yes, Commissioners, this is a lease agreement with the District Attorney's Office for an impound facility. The term of the agreement, as Mr. Jeffers indicated, February 1st, 2024 through January 31st, 2027.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Finnerty? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved.
Merry
Resolution-
Christmas.
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas. Resolution 24-0315.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, these are appointments to the Lackawanna County's Women's Commission. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby make the following appointments to the Lackawanna County Women's Commission's 3-year term to commence immediately and expire on December 31st, 2027. Kate Kohansky of Hill Street, Dunmore, Marilyn Vitale Flynn of Linden Street, Scranton, Roberta Yaddick of College Avenue, Dunmore, and Patty Jones of Elizabeth Street, Scranton, Dr. Karen Arscott of Violet Terrace, Waverly, Ms. Patricia Laffey of Ripple Street, Scranton, Deborah Clark of Philo Street, Scranton, Ms. Betsy McGrath Arzoni of Monroe Avenue, Dunmore, Christine Falbo of Leggett Street, Scranton, Colleen Joyce of Bernie Avenue, Music, Denise Brown of Phillip Street, Troop, and Wendy Evans of Shadowwood Circle in Orangeville. Adopted regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on December 18th, 2024. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion?
On the question? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution 24-0309.
It's ratifying the local share account grants, whereas Lackawanna County is interested in promoting economic development and revitalization within Lackawanna County, and whereas Lackawanna County has submitted grant applications to the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development through the statewide local share assessment account grant program as detailed. As per attached for the 4 subjects there, whereas Lackawanna County hereby authorizes the chairman of the Lackawanna County Board of Commissioners and the chief of staff to sign and authorize all documents and accept any awards related to these statewide local share assessment account grants. And now therefore be it resolved this 18th day of December 2024 that the Lackawanna County Board of Commissioners is hereby ratify the submission of these applications to the statewide local share assessment account grant program on behalf of the above named projects. Adopted regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on December 18th, 2024. Mr. Chairman, here to speak upon that is our Director of Economic Development, Ms. Kristen Magnata.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm asking for a ratification of the 4 final LSA statewide grants. This is no cost to the county, and we act as the pass-through, and we collected 2% administration fee. This brings us to a total of 24 total LSA grants applications this year in 2024 that we put through as the county.
Thank you very much. Any questions for Director Magnata?
It's great, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion?
On the question? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. Resolution 24-0311.
Enter into a cooperation agreement with Blakely Borough. Be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County is hereby enter into a cooperation agreement with the Borough of Blakely for the Blakely Borough Recreation Complex ADA Restroom Project. And the Board of Commissioners of the County of Lackawanna is hereby award the following community development block grant construction contract for the Borough of Blakely for general construction to Woodot Construction, 2407 Orphan School Road, Kingsley, Pennsylvania, 18826, for $145,050. Adopted at a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Lackawanna County held on December 18th, 2024. Mr. Chairman, once again, here is Director Magnata.
As was stated, under our Community Development Block Grant Program, we're asking the commissioners to authorize entering into a cooperation agreement with the Borough of Blakely for their Recreation Complex ADA Restroom Project, and in order for us to oversee that project. It's no cost to the county, but certainly a benefit to the residents of Blakely.
Thank you. Any questions for Director Magnata? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion?
On the question? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the resolution has been approved. I'll entertain a motion to approve and adopt the Lackawanna County Fair Housing Resolution as attached.
Motion?
On the question, here to speak on that again is Director Magnata.
This is an annual resolution and a standard procedure for not only the Community Development Block Grant Program, but also covers the rest of the county as well. And this is to prevent discrimination of any kind and to name our Fair Housing Officer, Joseph Ravinsky.
Okay. Any questions for Director Magnata?
And Jill has been the officer in the past, correct?
Yes, that is
Right?
correct.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, and the motion has been approved. Thank you very much. Opportunity for the public to address the board.
Bob Bolus, Scranton. Got a couple things here. First of all, I want to sit here and state the fact that Biden pardoned former Judge Conahan for what they did to the kids for cash and how many lives were destroyed, gives them a free ride. This is a guy that sat in home confinement, not even in a cell, and gets a slap on the hand and sits back out without any concern for what happened to the people and the kids that lives were destroyed. What I'm going to request that the commissioners give us, residents and businesses of Scranton, a Christmas present by renaming Spruce Street and getting rid of the damn name Biden Street that's been a national and international disgrace to each and every one of us in this community. I'd like to see a motion today to rename it, get rid of the expressway, put it back where it was. We're Scranton, we're not Biden, and get his name off Interstate 81. Because Interstate 81 carries people from one end of the country to the other, and we look like a bunch of damn fools supporting this idiot and coward who walked away from his office and now wants to sit there and humiliate each and every one of us. He's a damn disgrace as the guy that was a president, and they should be removed, period. Next question I have, and I would like to see a motion on that by someone today. Where did the $25,000 come from that you gave Kids for Tots or Toys for Tots?
Came from American Rescue Plan Act funds.
Was that taxpayer money?
It came from American Rescue Plan funds.
But it's considered taxpayer money, am I correct?
I don't know, Bob. It was for Toys for Tots.
No, I understand that, but it had to have an origin. And what was the origin?
Origin was the federal government. We got American Rescue Plan Act funds from
So
the
it was
Biden
taxpayer
administration.
money in one way or the other then, correct? I mean, whether it was federal money, state money, it came from the taxpayers in this community or the country.
So we shouldn't have
I mean,
given it
Toys
to
for
kids
Tots.
for Christmas?
I have nothing against Toys for Tots. I've sent trailer loads already of toys, clothing, and everything into Tennessee, Florida, and North Carolina. That's the last thing I am is anything against kids. Maybe against some adults, but sure in hell not against kids. Okay, post office is doing it. The Marines are doing it. Other fellow service members are doing it. Private citizens are doing it. So what I'm saying, if it's taxpayer money like that, allocate it to give it to the veterans and give them a night's room and board in a hotel somewhere, because we are taking care of everything for the Toys for Tots for Christmas. And if anybody knows anything about what's done for Christmas, it's me. This will be my 31st year of offering a free meal, an all-day buffet on Christmas Day here in the city of Scranton. It's open to anyone who doesn't want to be home alone on Christmas. We deliver over 600 meals last year and fed over 3,000 people. You get to take a takeout when you're going home, and it's not a homeless dinner. It's just for people who don't want to be home alone on Christmas, and it's Christmas Day. And I'm proud to say I'm from Scranton. And I'm proud to say this is my 31st year of doing it and thanking all those that do show up, because it's an all-day buffet. We don't have to wait on them other than those that are handicapped and need the help. So we're turned around to see what the city's about. And that's why I want Biden's name taken away from here, because he claimed at 10 years old, everything he learned, I guess, how to be corrupt or whatever he did, pardoning his kid who was a criminal, to turn around and let them walk away is a national disgrace to each and every one of us. So it's time for us to stand up to plate and say Scranton belongs to the people, and the people that actually made Scranton what it is today. So, and I'm happy to see somebody finally taking care of the prison with health care that I heard here already. And you know what I went through there when I was there. And the health care back then sucked. It almost killed me. And I want to thank the warden for getting the job done, because no matter where you are, you're entitled to health care.
Thank
What
you.
are the times for the dinner again? Can't hear me. Bob, what time are the dinner again for Christmas Day?
It starts at 12. We start decorating Sunday, Monday, right on through Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We start decorating the hall. It's better than anywhere in the world you'll see. And the dinners, we start serving at 12 o'clock till 6 o'clock. So the buffet line is open. And then there's a takeout line also for those that want to just come and pick up a takeout. And those that are leaving are compelled to take a takeout when they go home, so they have something to eat when they're home at evening. And as you know, each and every one of us, we go to somebody's house, we have dinner, boy, we get home at night, we like to have that sandwich with some cranberry sauce. Thank you.
Thanks for doing
Merry
that, Bob.
Christmas.
Thanks for doing that for 31 years, Bob. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Commissioners, just to clarify too, Biden Street is not a county street, and we would have no authority to rename it. It's a city street, I believe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joan Hodawan, Scranton. We're coming to the end of 2024. Can we assume that the first quarter of next year will see the audit for 2023?
Yes.
Good. And you're going to have a public meeting on it? Excellent. The digital budget book, is that on track? And do you have a sense for when that might be online so that we can drill down into budget items?
Yeah, it's almost complete now. It'll be ready to roll out in January.
I think that's an excellent idea. Looking forward to it.
Next year, I don't want to take your time up, but next year it will be earlier to coincide with the budget process. It's just it was a new thing this year that took a little bit longer than we
Hey,
expected.
you have to crawl before you can run, so you're making progress. I want to single out Commissioner Chermak for attending the town hall meeting on Monday afternoon with regard to the potential closure of Moses Taylor and Regional Hospital. We were told from many government representatives that there's potential for someone else to come up and offer to buy those hospitals, which is very important because if they don't sell them off, I'm pretty sure that CHS is going to just close the doors. If that were to happen, that's the worst case, that would put a tremendous strain on access to health care in Lackawanna County. And it's something that you, as the county leader, should focus on also. Hopefully, by the end of the year, we'll hear that someone is stepping up to the plate and will buy those two facilities. But I can't see how Geisinger CMC is going to absorb that kind of patient load if two hospitals were to close. But Commissioner Chermak, I was very happy to see you there offering your experiences in emergency medical care and what you've seen. And I understand why a lot of people are concerned. You know, the employees are concerned about losing their jobs, a loss of tax revenue if they go nonprofit, that's true. But in my opinion, quality health care has got to trump tax revenue. There would have to be other ways to find taxes. But can you see what would happen to the people of this county if they lose 2 of the 3 hospitals? That would be devastating, and I hope that doesn't happen. So I hope that the 3 of you are keeping your ear to the ground as to how that'll go and keeping the public informed. Thank you, and have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll be here on, was it January 2nd?
No, January 6th.
Well, your reorganization meeting. 6th is the reorganization, 8th is the first. Be here. See you then.
Okay. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Joan.
Would anyone else like to address the board? Okay. Commissioners, other business? Commissioner Chermak?
So Joan, the hospital thing, you know, we're hopes, the communication I had with the other representatives is, you know, they're not saying, but I think there's somebody in the wings, I hope, and I hope that, yeah, well, yeah. So we're hoping that this comes through, which, you know, I explained to somebody there that I have a granddaughter that I didn't meet yet that's due here in April, so it's kind of important to me that that hospital's up and running. So let's hope that this all works out. Other than that, I wish we could do something with the street on Biden Street, but we don't have authority over Scranton, so that's off my list. But everybody have a safe Merry Christmas, safe Happy New Year, and we'll hit the ground running for the first of the year.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner McGloin.
No, just Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody, and always please remember over the holiday season to, do your best to celebrate safely, celebrate responsibly, and go Penn State. I don't know if anybody's been watching the game there at noon. It's gonna be a cold one, but we need this one. I'm actually hoping we get to the point where Chris, you're a Penn State fan, aren't you?
Penn State.
Pitt Penn. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. But hopefully,
You didn't get me that helmet yet, though. I have Hubie's helmet. But
I'll get you one. But hopefully, we can get to a little Penn State Notre Dame game here eventually.
That'd be good.
Bill. So, but that's all, everybody. Happy holidays. Thank you.
Thank you. I also want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This year, we have faced many, many tough decisions, including the difficult choice to implement a tax increase. These decisions were not made lightly, but they were necessary to address the financial challenges and, quite frankly, the mistakes or the sins of the past. It is our responsibility, Commissioner McGloin and I, to ensure that Lackawanna County remains on stable financial footing, and that meant, at least for this year, our first year in office, making hard choices to begin to clean up longstanding issues and position our county for a much stronger future, and one in which there is much needed leadership that is finally being provided. As we move forward into next year, 2025, our focus remains making county government more efficient, more transparent, and responsive to your needs, and we are working tirelessly to find cost-effective solutions, modernize our operations, and improve the services that many of our residents here in Lackawanna County depend on. So we remain optimistic about the road ahead, and we thank all of you for your resilience, your trust, and your understanding during these difficult times. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
On the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.